Good day, everyone. My name is Nathaniel Bantayan, Professor of Forestry at the College of Forestry and Natural Resources, University of the Philippines, Los Baños. I am here to present our proposed project titled Science-Based Urban Resilience and Sustainability through Integrated Small Island Landscape and Ecosystem Management, or Project Sure Isle. This will be implemented by the UPLB INREM, or Interdisciplinary Studies Center for Integrated Natural Resources and Environmental Management. Duration is 36 months, and the proposed budget is around 24.9 million. My presentation will cover the following: rationale, objectives, conceptual framework, methodology, expected outputs, work plan, budget, and outcomes and impacts. Urbanization presents various issues and challenges affecting socioeconomic conditions, infrastructure, urban planning, and the environment. In the context of small island ecosystems, urbanization worsens small islands' vulnerability, leading to issues and concerns like limited land and coastal pressure, resource scarcity and pollution, climate change vulnerability, migration and unemployment, and cultural shifts. Urban resilience is a priority included in the 2030 Agenda on Sustainable Development, in particular SDG 11, making cities more inclusive, safe, and resilient. While some initiatives exist in the Philippines, most often they lack an integrated approach, especially for small island urban ecosystems. The proposed project will be implemented in Lapu-Lapu City, a highly urbanized area situated in Mactan Island in Metro Cebu, with a land area of about 58 square kilometers and a population of around 500,000. As a major economic hub hosting the Mactan Cebu International Airport and key tourism and commercial zones, the city faces increasing climate risks due to rapid urbanization. Its low elevation, averaging just 5 meters above sea level, makes it highly vulnerable to coastal flooding and storm surge. Between 2000 and 2018, built-up areas grew by more than 30%, raising land surface temperatures by 2.9 degrees centigrade. Mangrove degradation and human pressure have worsened coastal vulnerability, with over 200 kilograms of marine debris recorded in key areas. This highlights the need for a balanced approach to urban resilience and sustainable ecosystem and management across Mactan Island. Here are the main and specific objectives of the project: to enhance urban resilience and sustainability, specifically in Lapu-Lapu City, the largest urban center in Mactan Island. Specifically, the project will assess the current and projected vulnerabilities and risks of urban communities using 4 exposure units: the forest, agriculture cultivated land, urban, and coastal units. Evaluate the impacts of climate change, population change, and land use and land cover on urban communities. Co-develop future resilience scenarios in collaboration with the local stakeholders in the city, and recommend science-based localized interventions that enhance urban resilience and sustainability, contributing to the island-wide development plan for Mactan Island. Our project adopts the robust vulnerability and risk assessment framework from IPCC's fifth assessment report. This framework defines risk as a function of 3 key elements. First, hazard. This is the potential natural or human-induced event that can cause harm, in particular, floods, storms, or other disruptive occurrences. Second, exposure. This refers to what's actually in the path of that hazard. It's the people, infrastructure, livelihoods, or ecosystems present in areas that could be adversely affected. This highlights the crucial aspect of risk. And finally, vulnerability. This is the predisposition to be adversely affected. It is influenced by factors like a community's socioeconomic state or environmental conditions. Importantly, vulnerability has two dimensions: sensitivity, which is how much a system is impacted by a hazard, and adaptive capacity, which is the ability to cope, adjust, or recover from that impact. By understanding these interconnections, as shown in the diagram, we can develop more targeted and effective resilience strategies. The project will employ an interdisciplinary, integrated landscape and ecosystem approach to urban resilience in small islands, structured into three key components. The first component involves, as I mentioned earlier, a VRA. The project will assess climate and disaster risks using VRA based on hazard, exposure, and vulnerability, drawing data from scientific agencies and local stakeholders. A stakeholder-driven scoring system will quantify these components, integrating them to create GIS-based risk maps for the study area. The second component involves assessing how LULC changes in urban areas impact ecosystem services. Using Google Earth Engine and random forest classifiers, optical and radar data will be processed into LULC maps, validated through ground control points and participatory mapping. The project will also utilize open source software models, as well as climate projection data from PAGASA. The third component focuses on the co-development of urban resilience strategies in small island settings through participatory visioning workshops with local stakeholders to co-create desired future resilience scenarios for the watershed, emphasizing its vital role in urban sustainability. This collaborative process will lead to a menu of science-based, localized, nature-based solutions interventions, integrating indigenous knowledge and aiming for climate resilience, gender equality, and biodiversity conservation. Here is our expected outputs. For publications, we aim to produce one draft article in year 2 and another one in year 3. For products, by the end of year 2, we aim to develop 10 climate change adjusted hazard maps, 5 historical LULC maps, and 5 ecosystem services maps. For people services, in year 1, we aim to support 1 early career researcher or student. In year 2, we plan to support 2 early career researchers or students and train 5 LGU partners in LULC and ES modeling. In year 3, we aim to continue supporting 2 early career researchers or students. For places and partnerships, in year 1, we aim to establish partnerships with selected LGUs and the provincial government of Cebu and other relevant government agencies. In year 3, we plan to strengthen and formalize these partnerships with the LGU and the provincial government. For policy, we aim to produce 1 policy brief in year 2. This work plan outlines our key activities to build urban resilience in Lapu-Lapu City, structured around 4 key objectives. Now, let me briefly walk you through our work plan for the 3-year implementation period for the Sure Isle project. This is organized around 4 major objectives and the corresponding target outputs per year. Year 1 focuses on baseline assessment, stakeholder engagement, and initial data gathering. For year 2, We will continue with GIS mapping and proceed with GIS modeling, and capacity development among target stakeholders will be implemented. Year 3 will focus on the translation of the research findings into actionable policies and plans, such as policy brief and the menu of recommended interventions for enhancing urban intervention in small island settings, as well as establish partnership with stakeholders as part of the project's sustainability mechanism. This project has a total budget of 24,868,225.5 pesos, with a counterpart funding of almost 5 million, demonstrating UPLB's institutional support and shared commitment to the project's objectives. The bulk of Year 1 costs are due to extensive field work and data gathering, reflecting the higher direct costs. Personal services remain constant across all years, while operating expenses gradually decrease as implementation progresses. In the end, this project aims to enhance both social and economic outcomes. For social impact, it seeks to enhance local knowledge of multiple climate hazards affecting Lapu-Lapu City and promote sustainability of ecosystem services under various scenarios. For economic impact, it aims to enhance watershed governance through science-based targeted interventions for small island watersheds, while also building the capacity of early career professionals and local partners to ensure long-term resilience and impact. As Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, says, we cannot accept the disappearance of any country or culture under the rising waves. This concludes my presentation. Thank you for your time, and we sincerely hope for your support and approval of this project.